Hello, my name is Jason and this is my wife.
Kate.
And this is our Disney haul from our most recent Disneyland holiday.
That's just gone last week. We went away for 4 days with our daughter Isla for my 30th birthday. And these are my birthday ears.
That are very pretty.
And I begged you to buy them, didn't I?
Yeah.
As my birthday present. And ridiculously, I can't remember who they're from now. Monkey Mayhem, I think it was. But I will put it at the end of the video in the description, so that you can get some of your own if you wish to. So the first purchase we bought on our holiday, well, my first purchase actually, was these aerial ears. I'd seen them online the last couple of weeks, and I know they do them in Florida, and it was my very first purchase. We weren't in the park, what, 20 minutes were we?
No, they were in the first shop we went in.
Oh, once we got into the park, we went on May Day, May the 1st, wasn't it? Don't go on May the 1st.
No, it wasn't May the 1st, it was French Day.
Yeah, it was May the 1st, wasn't it? Yeah, May the 1st.
Yeah.
It's French Day. Do not go to Disneyland Paris on French Day. It was manic, wasn't it?
It's chaotic.
It's chaotic.
To say the least.
Yeah.
It's the busiest we've ever seen it.
And we go back 4 times a year, so we go a little bit, at least a bit. Should we do the mugs?
Yeah.
Do you want to do your mugs? Do one of yours and I'll do one of mine.
So I've got a 7 Dwarfs mug, which looks really cool.
You like Grumpy, don't you?
Yeah, I like Grumpy.
And this is a set of 4, isn't it? So there's one with Minnie, Mouse and Mickey on, Donald, and you've got...
one with Buzz Lightyear.
That's an alien.
And Toy Story on it.
You're really fast. Slow down a bit, Jay. And those were $12.99 each. And then I got these new for the summer, I suppose. What colour is this orange, Jay? It's like neon orange. It's like neon orange.
Yeah.
You can't see very well. It looks peachy, but it's really neon orange. From Disneyland Paris, obviously. And it's got Ariel on and watermelons. Everywhere has got watermelons going at the minute. And then there's a Tinkerbell one. I was upset, wasn't I, because I wanted 4. I'd have liked a set of 4. I think it would have been really nice, but I suppose they can't always do sets of 4. There's only 2. But it would have been nice to have 4, because then I'd have saved them for our new house. We picked up this 25th anniversary plate. How long have we wanted to get this plate for our daughter?
Every time we've been since the first time, we just never seem to go around to actually buying it.
I look at it and then I just think, oh, it's only €6. We'll pick it up when we do some of the shopping. I'll save our money towards the end of the holiday. And we tend to try to do our shopping on the last day, don't we? So, and I've never ever picked it up. And I thought I'll get it this time because I got it as soon as I saw it this time because it's waning, isn't it? The 25th.
Yeah, it's very much they're moving away from the 25th anniversary and into
that love. It's all about love, a love sort of range, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Minnie and Mickey taking like pictures of themselves on their iPhone.
Yeah, very much like selfie technology sort of orientated.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next item is this straw. We bought a Marie one in November on our November trip, so 3 trips ago now. Because our daughter's disabled, she's got cerebral palsy, and she struggles to drink from cardboard straws that are everywhere at the moment because of understandably because of the environment. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue where my daughter can't drink through the straws. Preempting everyone moving away from plastic straws, we bought a few this time because we were struggling a little bit with the one, weren't we? If she threw it on the floor, say in a restaurant, we didn't have a spare, and I'd either have to
try to cup feed her, which gets
messy
very quickly,
or go and get it washed in the middle of a meal. So I thought we'll get a few this time. She chose this one. So this is the one she wanted. She does like meeting Pluto, doesn't she?
Yeah.
He's quite a good character to me. He's always a good meet and greet. And then we also got Minnie and Donald. I hadn't planned on buying Donald. I planned on just getting Mickey and Minnie, but they were so tangled, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I was trying to yank this Minnie out of 3 other Minis, and Donald fell out. So I thought we'll get Donald as well.
And I love Donald.
And you like Donald. He's mad on Donald. He's Donald mad. You should see some of his t-shirts. And you've got Isla. You've got Isla a Donald t-shirt, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to show that quickly? This isn't from Disneyland. This is from Primark at Val d'Europe. But it's just the same front and back, isn't it? And it's very Donald. It's very similar to your H&M Donald t-shirt.
Yeah.
So that's that. Should we do the rest of Isla's bits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on then.
You go.
No, you go. That's fine.
Okay, so we have upside down aerial t-shirt.
With the fringing that's really in fashion at the
An aerial
moment.
t-shirt.
We got this from the Auchan, so it's a big supermarket. It's €7.99. And I really like it because you don't often find vibrant things with Ariel on. And it's just quite simple rather than like very overly mermaidy. It's really nice, and it's a lovely fabric.
It's very
isn't
outliney drawn, sort of.
Is it?
Yeah. It's the outline of Ariel a lot more now than the coloured in.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like this. Like
Yeah.
that. You mean a bit more adult? That's very childish, isn't it? And we got some Mickey Mouse leggings. They're really pretty. They've got glitzy stars on, and these were from the Primark in Val d'Europe. We're planning a Florida trip, aren't we? Our first Florida trip, and hopefully we'll get better at this, and we can do some Florida vlogs next May. So if we're going our Disneyland trip next May, and we're staying in Newport Bay probably in November this year, so that we can go to Florida next year. It's not really a hardship much, is it? No. So speaking of Florida, we have bought some t-shirts. I'm not going to show you the top of Isla's because it's a bit dirty and I need to wash this one. But I wanted to show it first in case I damaged it. So we got the best family day ever t-shirts, and we plan on wearing these on the plane as a family to Florida, which is all we bought them for. She wore hers, but we didn't really wear ours, did we? You wore yours a little bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't worn mine yet. Mine's still got the tag on. Hers was $12.99. Oh, those straws, I didn't tell you, but they were $5.99. And also my mugs, these were $12.99. So you show your t-shirt.
So I've got one with Mickey on it. Broadly the same design as
a little bit.
Kate's and Isla's.
And then mine's got Minnie on it. Best family day ever. And I'm looking forward to the pictures with this one, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think it'll be really nice. At the
Our
airport.
daughter especially likes to play up to the fact that we're all wearing similar
outfits. Yeah, she enjoys it. She thinks
it.
She gets the fun of it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She thinks it's more, whereas we just think it's matchy and we'll get a nice family picture and a nice family memory. She definitely thinks that it's
there's more meaning.
Silly.
Yeah.
It's silly and stupid and it should be laughed at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think this was the only thing I actually bought that I really wanted on my birthday, and it was just this little keyring. It's quite expensive. It was $8.99, which is quite a lot for me to spend on a keyring, but it's so glitzy and pretty, and the filigree on it is just stunning.
It'll be very much something you can remember your 30th.
Yeah, it's something I'm going to keep. Yeah, definitely. I've got some really lovely Disney handbags, so it'll definitely be going on one of my favourite handbags, I think, won't it? Do you want to do our Disney pin there?
I was going to wear your ears.
You're going to wear my ears? Okay, well, we'll go for that then. Put the ears on. Monkey boy. I think you've got to put these bits have got to go behind your ears. Oh, that's attractive. We're on to a winner here, folks.
They look pretty.
I'm going to show that one. So we got the 2018 Disney pin, didn't we? We don't normally go in for... we normally get one pin a trip. We're not massive collectors, but we like to get one a trip to remember the trip by. The first trip we got Newport Bay pin, because we stayed at Newport Bay. We've got a Cherami one for our last trip.
Yeah.
We've not had much luck with Cherami, have we? Getting on the ride. Oh, because we ate there, didn't we? On our last trip, we ate at Cherami, so we bought the pin. March, we really didn't do a long trip, did we?
No, we did a couple of days.
We didn't manage to do a couple of days, and then we got the 2018 pin. It's green, but I believe it was $6.99 or $7.99. It was, I think, orange is $6.99, green $7.99. And it's just a really pretty pin. I thought, as it's my birthday, we'll go in for a 2018 pin. We'll definitely get a 2019 pin in Florida, won't we, as well?
I mean, like Kate said, we've been so busy for French Day. I think they were struggling to understand with certain rides. There seem to be certain rides that seem to be off a lot.
Yeah, like Pirates of the Caribbean was. Small World was down a lot. And I don't know, the last 3 trips we've had, Cherami's just been, the Ratatouille ride has just been down.
Yeah.
I keep saying the restaurant, but yeah, the Ratatouille ride's just been down, so we've not been able to get on it, have we? And every time we literally walk up, there's all these people always swarming outside, and I just think, oh no, not again, please be open, and it hasn't been, has it?
No.
So when we go in September, I'm so excited to have it open, and I think we might just, even if it's 45-minute queues, I think we're just going to queue and queue. We're doing a solo trip, so that will be fun. We're going to have no children.
Yeah.
Well, we've only got one, but do you want to do your t-shirt and I'll do the last bits?
Okay, so I have a Mickey t-shirt.
And this is from the men's section, wasn't it, in Primark?
Yeah. There seems to be a lot more Disney
in Val d'Europe.
In French Primark than there is in English Primark.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything for men. It's more been Marvel and Avengers and the comics stuff they've been doing at Primark in the UK.
Yeah.
And that was €7, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's quite cheap if you think. That's not exactly too bad. That's not... Yeah, and this top was €8. I do think that they price very similar in Primark, don't they? Like a lot. I've seen dresses over here for my daughter, and it was so hot when we were over there, so we bought a few lightweight garments, didn't we? Some really thin dresses for her, and they were €4, and they're $3.50 here. So that's not even the conversion rate, is it?
No.
So I think it's a lot cheaper over there than.
It may be the case
here.
that it's the Irish pricing.
Could be. Don't know. You might be right there. This top was €8, and I bet you any money that, and it's massive. Oh, it's massive. It's so big, and I just thought it would be really. It's plain on the back, and then Mickey on the front, and I just thought this is so retro and vintage. I would have worn that when I last went to Florida, like in the 80s. Well, not the 80s. It was the 90s, but I was born in the 80s. It's like I was 2. I was 2 when I went to Florida. I was 11, but I would have worn that back in the day, and I just thought that's so, with the colours and everything, it's so Florida, isn't it? And I think I'll wear this hopefully in September if it's cooler. If it's too hot, I won't. But look at this. Look at it. I'm so in love with it. It's not thick, it's quite thin. So, and I love that because I think thin's better, so you can layer up and put it over a coat, and then if it's really warm you can just ditch your coat and you've got like a nice, but it's so, I just think it's so detailed as well. It's just everywhere. There's Minnie and Mickey. I love it so much. I love how retro it is. All this Disney stuff at the moment seems to be coming through really retro, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like I would have liked your t-shirt. I'd have loved that to have been faded, that Mickey. Like I almost want to wash it and wash it and wash it so it's faded.
A lot more of it's like things we'd have got as children, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that sort of design.
So like these mugs, I think are really, really. Even though Toy Story's not that old, I think this is just so retro, isn't it? It's really nice and retro. And then the last thing we bought, is just this shopper. So it comes in a little square bag, and these are €4, and they're on all the tills, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's inside out. And they're on all the tills everywhere. And this is one of the new designs, isn't it? It's like goes alongside the love design. It's like Paris. It says ooh la la.
It's very much like
rendezvous. I had to look at that there because I thought it said something completely different to that, and it might have been a bit of a faux pas. You know, bonjour art, Paris. Oh boy, just there's Space Mountain on there. Got the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower seems
loads
to
of
appear
monuments. On a lot.
A lot at the moment at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, a lot. I think they're trying to highlight it, aren't they?
They're trying to highlight they're in France.
They're in France. But it's a really, like I said, it's a nice French sort of collection, isn't it? It makes you think of like drinking coffee outside and...
It seems very French.
Yeah, it does. I think it's nice actually because it's just a different element to bring into a park. You go wherever you go, like there's things in Walt Disney World that, like I really want a Spirit jersey, and you can't get those at the Disney store, and you can't get those at Disneyland Paris. So they've got something going for them, haven't they? And then I don't know. I mean, things like it would be really nice, like Starbucks, to have a Parks mug, like a Disneyland Paris Parks mug, like America get, and we don't really get any of that over here, do we?
I mean, the only thing I would say this time that felt different was, especially Pirates and Princesses Parade, it's much bigger, it's much more like an American parade than necessarily the way the French.
Do you want to do a little review on the end of this? We'll just wing it. The Pirates and the Princesses was just absolutely amazing. I can't we didn't know where to stand, we didn't know where to look. It was just everywhere, wasn't it? It was everywhere. Everywhere you looked, there was either a pirate, a princess, a dancer, a float, somebody jumping off a trampoline, somebody throwing a barrel, somebody getting a member of the crowd going. It was so fantastic. The song, it's going around in my head now, probably for life. Like, are you a princess? Are you a pirate? All day. And it's on 4 times a day. So you can't even get away from this thing. Like, everywhere we were trying to get to, we were like, oh my God, the parade's on. And my daughter's head was like, the parade's on, the parade's on, the parade's on.
The oddest thing about our daughter is she's very much normally, or historically, very much princess.
And
as soon as she saw a pirate, I want to be pirates instead.
She was all for the pirates, wasn't she? She was all for the pirates. It's steadily built. Because when we first started taking her, they had the big shutdown of Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't they? They were doing the big refurb of it, so it just felt like it was shut forever and a day. And so she didn't get to go on it till last November. Yeah. Because it wasn't open when we went yet. I think it was delayed because it was supposed to be open earlier than it was opened. And Space Mountain was just being opened the week we were there, wasn't it? It had just been opened the week we were there in May last year. And we didn't get to go on it, did we? Because we had her with us and we didn't have any other adults. So luckily in November we got to go on it, and it is amazing. I do really like it. But yeah, so she discovered Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't she? Anyway, I think that's going to wrap up our little rambling there. This has been our Disney haul. If you like us, because we're a bit crazy, please subscribe down below. I think my husband said that our daughter is disabled, and we're going to try and do some vlogs that, some tip videos for people that may want to take their disabled children. And if you're not interested in that side of our page, you cannot watch them, for one. But we're also going to do Disney hauls. We're going to try and do some vlogging. We're getting a new camera soon. We're going to get a GoPro for our Florida trip especially, aren't we?
The only thing I would add to what Kate's just said about the disability vlogs, although they're about a disabled child, our child is in a wheelchair, so if you have got an elderly relative or somebody who's in a wheelchair,
not necessarily, or somebody that might hurt their leg and may need a disability pass for that section. And we'll try and throw out quite a lot of tips because even if you've got ME or you have chronic exhaustion, you can get a disability pass. And there's a lot of people that maybe aren't using the pass and they could be using the pass. And, you know, I don't want to encourage people into using the pass because then it's just abusing the system. But it's just one of those things that maybe people don't necessarily know about. I know I follow a girl on YouTube and I messaged her about it and I said, I commented and I said, you do know that with your condition you could get the pass. So it's just little things like that to be aware of, isn't it? And like you might be pregnant and cancel your trip and there's just no need because you can get a pass, and they're really, Disneyland Paris is so accommodating for anybody that's got a disability or you know, may just have like a temporary injury or just even anything. Even if you're having a bad day, like I've cried. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've full on had a meltdown at Disneyland Paris, haven't I? I've full on cried and wept because my daughter's disabled, and even though she's had a green pass, she still can't do everything that everyone else can. And we had one incident. We made a complaint, and they couldn't have been nicer to us, could they? No. You know, we thought that they'd be like, oh, well, you know, these things happen. But they were really lovely, gave our daughter a balloon. And, you know, even on good days, like, even good days, you think your day can't get any better. And then they just manage to make that day better. And they just manage to treat you like you've never been treated before, don't they? And I think people ask us all the time, why do you go to Disney so much? And it's not just going to Disney for us. It's a break, it's a holiday, it's somewhere where we get to see our daughter thrive and enjoy herself in an environment where you would think it would be impossible with her level of cerebral palsy to actually enjoy herself there. And she does, doesn't she? She really enjoys it.
Probably the best way to describe it, she behaves like and she's treated like any other
5-year-old. Yeah. They don't
her disability doesn't define her there.
But I think also as well, you've got people that are working with disabled children every single day, whereas I think in a normal job you might see one every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe never. You know, and it's just somebody you pass on the street. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? Of all abilities, they see so many people of all abilities, you know, that they're just amazing with everybody. And I just think it's that Disney class, isn't it? You just get to go away. And the hotels are fantastic, aren't they, as well? You can submerge yourself in the hotels and never leave, really. I mean, we like the bar, don't we? We like the bar and we like the pool.
And the flashing cocktails.
I do like a flashing cocktail. I do like a glotini. Yes, I do. I tell you, I can't... In the comments, how many cocktails have you managed to drink? Because I tell you what are they, 16 euros or something? 15, 12, 15 euros? And the blue one, I can't have anything else to drink after that. I'm not a massive drinker, but I'm legless after the blue one. We went in November and my mum was talking to me. I said, excuse me, I can't hear a word you're saying. I was so drunk.
And my daughter likes our daughter likes the flashy ice cubes.
Yes, so we keep the ice cubes. We've got a good collection. We've got a good collection of ice cubes. Okay, so that's our Disney haul. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
And I hope you subscribe and I hope we see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.